Hi everyone, my name is Lyndon and I am from the United States and I live in a state called North Carolina. It's in the southern part of the United States and I grew up in a town called West Jefferson and that's in the mountains. And I have a great family. There's my mother and my father and I have a little sister named Jenny and we have two dogs. Their names are Lady and Kira. And now I'm 28 years old, so I have graduated from college and from law school. So in college, I studied political science and Arabic, and then in law school, I studied immigration law. And so I will work as an immigration lawyer or attorney in New York City at the immigration court there. And that job will start in 2 months. So I'm very excited about that. And I also have some hobbies. So I like playing basketball and I like cooking and eating new foods, trying new foods. I like traveling and hanging out with my friends. And I like playing with my dogs. So that's a little bit about me. Nice to meet you all. Bye.
So everyone, today I would like to teach you about English. The first chapter is about introduction, so it means like self-introduction or you want to introduce someone to another. In the first video, you have seen Miss Lyndon. Miss Lyndon is one of my friend and also teacher in Mantu Pekanbaru. She had been here about for 3 years ago. So I asked her to help me to give you an information about the example of how introduce herself. Okay. The first slide, and everyone please listen carefully my explanation and don't miss it. Okay. So in this chapter we would like to talk about introducing ourselves. So this chapter divided into some parts. First about introducing ourselves, and then grammar that is used in this chapter, and then cultural awareness, and then also in grammar we will discuss about to be and to have and also pronouns. Okay, so we will come to the next slide. Okay, so what information do we usually share when introducing ourselves? So when you want to introduce yourself, the first thing is you will tell your name, right? Or everyone will ask about your name first. Okay, so this is name. So for example, hi, I'm Rudy Hartono. You can call me Rudy. Okay, and then this is for informal way. And then the second, may I introduce myself? My name is Rudy Hartono. You can call me Rudy. So this is the formal way. Okay. Next, we come to the next explanation. So after you ask someone about the names, you will ask her or him about occupation. Yeah. So like, what is your occupation? I'm a student at SMA 57 Jakarta, or I am an architect. Okay, next, after that we will ask about the origin. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. I was born in Jakarta but I grew up in Semarang. This is example of origin. And then you will ask about the address. For example, I live in Surabaya. Where do you live? I live in Surabaya. I live at 53 Kabayan Street, Bandung. So here are the example. And then next, we will discuss about the family. So you will ask someone's family. For example, what about your family? Oh, I live with my parents in Samarang, or I don't have any brothers or sisters. Like, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Something like that. Okay, next. What is your hobby? So you will ask someone's hobby, right? Like, I like cooking very much, or traveling is my hobby, something like that. Okay, next, number 7, you will ask about the phone number. Can you give me your phone number? Yes, please. You can contact me at 0 blah blah blah, or my phone number is 0 blah blah blah. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, next we come to the next part of this chapter is culture awareness. So in English we use a full name or a family name. Use a full name, first name, or short name. We sometimes someone will call it nickname without a title. For example, so the first example, hello, my name is David Hasselhoff, and then nice to meet you, Mr. Hasselhoff. So this is in conversation if you want to tell someone's name. Okay, next, in Indonesia, people tend to address a person by using the first name. This may happen because most Indonesians do not have family names. For example, nama saya Rudi Wijanarko. Oh, halo Pak Rudi. So sometimes Indonesians don't have family name, right? Okay, next we will discuss about grammar in action. So what is grammar in this chapter? We will discuss about to be and to have. So the verb to be acts as a linking verb, and then a linking verb provides no action to sentence. For example, the present tense, yeah, I am, we are, you are, and then he, she, it is, or they are. So this is to be followed by subject. So I, the to be is am, we are, you are, he or she, it is, and they are. Okay, so we call it to be as a linking verb. Linking verb, it means to link between subject and verb. Okay, next, as a main verb, to have implies the meaning of possession. For example, I have a good job, I have a car. So have here is possession. Okay, for this example, for question singular, do I have a job? And then positive statement is, for example, I have a job. Negative statement is, I don't have a job. Then questions for singular, does she or he or it has a job? He or she has a job. Negative statement, he or she it doesn't have a job. And then next, do you have a job? And then positive statement, you have a good job. Next, negative statement, you don't have a job. And then for plural, do we or you or they have a job? And then positive statements, we or you or they have a job. And then negative statement is, we, you, they don't have a job. So this is the example how to use have possession in question, positive statements, and negative statements if you want to ask someone's identity or personality. Okay, next. We will discuss about grammar in action pronouns. So the subjective pronouns is he, she, I, it, they, you, we are used for the subject of a clause. So we will put the subject in the beginning of sentence, yeah, or we can put the subject after modal in question sentence. For example, shall we help those people? And then next, the objective pronouns such as him, her, me, it, them, you, us are used for the object of verb or preposition. Okay, for example, Mary saw him on the street. So subject in the beginning of the sentence and then objective after verb. So him is objective pronoun, okay, for a boy or man. Okay, next, grammar in action pronouns about the possessive before a noun. So the possessive before a noun, for example, my, his, her, our, their, is your is used to show possession. For example, this is my book. Where is your book? So my book, in the sentence, my is possessive before a noun. So noun is book, and then my is possessive pronoun. Okay. Next, the possessive after a noun. For example, mine, his, hers, theirs, yours, ours is also used to show possession. For example, this book is mine, but that one on the table is yours. So mine here is possessive after noun. So you put the noun is in the beginning, and then you put to be, and then after that you put possessive possessive pronoun. Okay. So this is the difference between possessive before a noun and after noun. You can see the difference between the function and then how to use in a sentence. Next, rising and falling intonation. So rising intonation is used for interrogative questions. For example, are they students? So the rise intonations in the end of the sentence. Are they students? And then, are you Mr. Smith? This is rising intonation. And then falling intonation is used for statements and WS question. Who are you? Who are you? So who are you here is the intonation is falling. Yeah, so the statements also falling intonation. For example, I have student in Mantu Pekanbaru. So statements and WS question have falling intonation. Okay, next, W as question words. We use question words to ask certain types of a question. We often refer to them as WH words because they include the letters WH. For example, what, who, why, when, where, how. Okay, so the first question words what. So what is the function of what? Asking for information about something. For example, what is your name? So this is the function of what. Next, when, asking about time. So for example, when were you born? Okay, so the answer must be about time, like 7 June in 1986, for something like that. Okay, next, where. So where, the function is asking in or at what place or position. For example, where do you live? I live in blah blah blah. And then next, which the function asking about choice. For example, which house is yours? Oh, the house is white. My house is white. Something like that. Okay, next. Okay, I think that's all for the explanation. But after you got the explanation from me just now, so you have to answer some questions based on the video that you have watched about Miss Linden's introduction. So these are the questions. Answer these questions based on the video that you have watched. There are 11 questions. You answer in Microsoft Word, or you can use your handwriting, and then please upload to e-learning. Okay,